Back, everybody, the Battle of BC 5. In case you're just joining us, we've been cruising our way through Pool B of the event, and I mean, honestly, we've had some pretty good games so far. And
definitely. In
this pool in particular, Misodare, the Ridley that was on stream, actually took it 2-1 over Goblin on the other side of things. So our first pretty big upset of the day.
This really is Battle of BC because you got these ancient dinosaur pterodactyls Ridley flying around, right? We got another one coming up. Locust. We've seen so many Ridleys on stream and on the quad stream. We said really is the Battle of BC. We got Locust playing. Oh, the turnaround up tilt. Okay, I was going to say he doesn't play that much anymore, but he's definitely not playing right now. 54 damage already. Ryuo trying to space around here.
Yeah, man, Ryuo, I mean, for the people that don't know, this guy, he was dripped out yesterday.
Okay,
dripped out. He was a part of the merch shoot. He's joining the international team on the crew battle, I believe. He was rocking the merch.
Nice.
And he is here definitely to play, but Locust
is playing great right now. He's playing really well.
He's looking at stuff, and he said, Misodare?
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that?
Right
it's time for Locust.
Right? Did he call good strings right there from Ryuo?
Yeah, I think we saw kind of, Ridley things just happening, and maybe Ryuo getting caught a little bit off guard just right as this match opened up. You're maybe not too used to playing the Ridley, or you're maybe not expecting Locust to be as good as he still is, but kind of slowing it down, getting those bananas,
who techs that up there? Like, all right, he definitely knows Ridley at least a little bit off that one, you know? Locust, though, is definitely different with Ridley. Look at the way he goes to the ledge, too. Like, he plays very comfortable at the ledge. Like, he's happy to grab it and try to fight off of it.
Yeah.
That was like his day one strat. It was just, like, up being at the ledge so many times.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a bit, but the Ridley planking, if you don't know how to deal it, definitely is okay. But, man, ever since taking that first stock, Ryuo has just looked firmly in control of this game. Locust finally able to find that stock, but it is not without losing two of his own, and the combos now are coming out. Ryuo looking to put a statement on this and just misses the down air.
Good DI in from Locust. You always DI in those cases, right? Because the last thing you want to do is go off stage and get hit by an up air, or by a down air.
Oh, I thought he was going for it. Challenge
that up B is so tough, especially from above like that. I think you can do it.
Oh,
I thought forward smash.
Again,
yeah,
man.
I thought forward smash was going to happen. Get rid of that peanut. Yep, you need access to those aerials real quick.
All right, the Nair comes out. No punishment on the side of Ryuo. Locust trying to find the second stock, give himself a chance in this game. And, I mean, Ryuo is just controlling this airspace right now. Ridley is so big, and the peanut into the back air, man.
Seeing a couple of those conversions we saw between just on the match before this. It's great seeing some top-level Diddy representation back-to-back. Good stuff from Locust. He hung in there. Like we said, though, first stock is almost always close between yourself and another and a top player, right?
Yeah.
So if Locust can keep up, I think if he takes the first stock, we see a whole different game. You know what I mean? But that being said, that is a really, really difficult, part of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Is that first stock determines so much, as we saw.
And I think part of the problem we saw Locust having there is just how big Ridley is and how much Diddy controls that airspace, whether it be with banana, peanut, forward air. Forward air in particular is so fast just to throw out and contest that kind of air-to-air action. And
I was wondering what we were doing. He's going to the menu for music. I was like, are we making a me? I was so nervous. I was like, what type of me does Locust play? Like, this is so scary.
No, I thought... I thought you were looking at me like I was talking like crazy, like Diddy forward air.
No, you're making perfect sense. It is Locust.
I was like, are you sure?
Not Ken. Not Ken, Locust. Not Ken.
I mean, I want to see the doc.
Ryu. Oh yeah.
I want to see the doc.
Ryu is what you want. Yeah, there you go. So those who didn't know, Locust was a top Ryu main in Smash 4. Very, very good. He hasn't played Ultimate quite as much, but I know he played Ryu and Ken, especially around the time when they got buffed. Yeah. And in this matchup is a nightmare for Ken. He's got to approach, and at that mid-range, Diddy just stuffs him out so hard. It's really difficult. But you can see players like Vendetta have good success in this matchup with Ryu. The fireballs, especially after the buffs, are a great tool to have against someone like Diddy.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize how strong Ryu is as like kind of a pseudo zoning character, being able to change the speeds of the fireballs and have access to red fireball, which is such a good pressure tool. They really are quite different characters in this game. It's going to be interesting to see if Ryuo is able to adapt to this, and so far he has been so good. The control he has with the peanuts, with the banana, and the conversions has been solid across the board this set.
And you can see the banana play already coming out from Locust. So important in this matchup, as we talked about in the last Diddy match we just watched. But you can see you're not going to make it very far in Smash 4 if you weren't good against Diddy. And a part of that is the item control for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, Locust was very strong against Diddy in Smash 4
Exactly.
back in the day when Ryu was a little bit better than he is right now. Unfortunately, that being said, some of that stuff does carry over. There's experience from both games that does matter. And
good trade for Locust. Yep. Good opportunity here at the ledge as well.
Grabs the banana so good in the down throw.
That was good.
It could have set up into so much. The Shoryuken getting the weak hit means there's no kill online right now, but living to 170%, there's so much rage online right now.
In 2023, they're going to be smash-adding your down tilts as Ryu and Ken. You got to let it rip on the first one. You know what I mean? Forward smash, whipping this monkey flip. Oh, I was going to say almost didn't kill, actually. Very good stuff there. 170, though. Good first stock from Locust, but again, this is where things can get out of control, right? See what Ryu does here with the lead.
And yeah, this is similar to what we saw in the first game where Locust looked very good on the first stock, got Ryu to around 100 before he lost his first one, and then Ryu was able to take the entire second stock again without losing that first one. Locust right there, unfortunately, getting the strong down tilt instead of the weak one, so the Shoryuken's not going to connect, and Ryu is controlling the pace right now with these bananas flawlessly.
And Diddy's just a character that can take off with the lead, too. Good snag, getting the banana and the stock. Locust, again, we said now he's taking the first stock. Pressure's off just a little bit. Oh, he held it. Okay.
I mean, not punished too hard, but finding himself now back at the ledge. Banana in hand. He holds it again.
Banana too. Banana.
What's a punish?
Oh, nothing.
It could have been more.
It could have been more. It could have been a lot, honestly. With Banana, it can get kind of crazy. But here we go. Good damage here from Locust. He definitely has shown off a lot of proficiencies in the matchup. That's going to get punished, though. Down air, though. Okay. Maybe thought he couldn't get a kill quite yet. Gonna trust Ryu on that one. Good movement there. Wow, and he gets to the ledge. That could have been a big punish, though.
It was a little greedy on that side B. Unfortunately, Locust not quite ready to punish in the forward smash. Okay, he tried to go for the banana regrab into the double trip to try and get that F smash conversion. I think he might have overcooked that a little bit. He probably could have just gone for the up smash and just converted the stock there, but getting it nonetheless, and there is the regrab.
50. That's a clean 50. Yep, 47.
I mean, looking for the jump right there, trying to end it early. Locust, though, getting back to the stage, but the damage has been done.
On. Last stock scenario here, and here's the thing. Ryu can toss Diddy off stage and do some damage to him, and if he tries to recover high, up air Shoryu is so good. A lot of danger right now. Ryu taking control of the ledge here, though, Nurse. It's been so good all day already from what we've seen.
And Locust has been jumping off the ledge with Nair pretty consistently. I'm curious to see if Ryu starts covering that as one of the main options he's looking for, because when banana is in play, that has been Locust's go-to.
Jump, neutral air, grab the banana peel, right? Like covering himself. But here we go. Z-drop. Good spacing from Locust. Yep, there it is. Jump, neutral air. If we're seeing it, Nurse, you know Ryu is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's got to be the banana in hand now. The pressure at the ledge is so much scarier, but Ryu with the aggression.
Bro, that might have killed, honestly. Hold on.
Off stage,
that's it. Going to get him. But good showing from Locust. I wish he went Ryu game one, honestly. I respect the Ridley pick. Like, try to get something crazy going or whatever. But the Ryu looked... Man, it looked good in the matchup. It really did. Like, that was some really good stuff from Locust.
Yeah, man, he looked good. I think the biggest thing was he looked familiar with a lot of the setups, a lot of the gameplay that we saw. Even if maybe the execution's not there as much as we maybe needed it to be, or the conversions aren't there maybe as much as we needed them to be, the familiarity with the matchup actually was. And I think that took him a long way in terms of looking comfortable and making that a closer game. That being said, Ryu, I mean, he's just so good, man. I'm sure he's played against Osimo a couple times as well. I have to imagine.
Osimo's the GOAT, man.
And, I mean, it doesn't get so much better than that in terms of Ryu. So, I mean, very good stuff to both players, but very, very good stuff to Ryu here, especially realizing that this was a checkmate scenario.
Yeah, once you take the Shoto jump, the easy thing, they're going to Tatsu because they have to get closer to the stage. I think there, he might, since he was so high, he might have been able to focus and get a little mix, like an early Shoryu potentially. Yeah. But at that point, it's all but over. So good stuff there. Ryu closing that one out against Locust. Easily could have dropped that game, though.
Very easily could have. Yeah, and I mean, with how crazy Ryu is, it's definitely open
Ryu the character, not Ryu, but he's also crazy, so there's a lot of crossover going on right now.
Something interesting that we didn't see and that I'm kind of curious about is, does Tatsu just go over banana if it's on the ground?
Yeah, because they're are they invincible or transcendent? I can't remember, but yeah, they don't get touched in their legs basically.
Yeah.
So if you see Diddy, if you're Ryu, you can go over the banana. Well, you can do it with Ken too, but with Ryu to kill.
Yeah.
So if you think they're gonna get greedy and try to go for banana, you just Tatsu and defend it, which is cool.
It's an interesting mechanic.
It was to me it's weird that they didn't have it initially, because that's how the move has worked since Street Fighter 2. It's like it goes over stuff. Like, that's the idea. In fact, usually in Street Fighter 2, one thing you can do with it is you can do the startup on it when they turn, it can go through projectiles. So if someone's throwing a Hadouken, you can do a Tatsu through it instead. It doesn't even go over it. You go around it, basically. You like
I thought
Z-axis it.
I thought Tatsu would like. I thought it traded with projectiles, so you could actually just go through them.
In Street Fighter 2, yeah, you can go through, like, it goes over Sonic Boom because it's flat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
But like a Hadouken or a Yoga Fire or something, you can go through it if you time it correctly. It's pretty cool.
That's sick.
It's like Z-axis, like they turn and go through it, but only on the activation. So let's see. We got, by the way, we got HBox against Colo on the quad stream, so make sure you guys have that up. A lot of good matches. All day, you're going to want to have that quad up, of course. I'm glad we have the quad because this is a tournament. This is a tournament that needs it very, very bad.
Ever since the quad just became a thing, the tournament viewing experience has just gone up like tenfold.
Yeah, yeah.
It really,
it's awesome.
really has.
It's awesome.
As a spectator, especially if you're not at the event, it is so sick being able to watch all of these matches that need to be streamed, need to be recorded for the history as they happen. Because
need it.
You know, I don't know how many times I've been watching a huge tournament and
crowd's coming to life.
I see this huge upset and no one was around for it, or it wasn't on stream, or no one saw it if it wasn't there. And so it's really nice to be able to see this sort of stuff.
Oh, we got Show's playing Ludo. Like we said, Ludo had an amazing run at which tournament was that? Too many tournaments these days. Give me a second chat. Give me a second chat. I'm gonna get there.
Was it Back in Blood?
Major upset.
Major
I almost
upset.
said Back in Blood too. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Major upset beating Jackal, Sam Quinn. Great wins.
Yeah,
huge wins on the Marios. But playing against Show is a very good Meta Knight. I love how Meta Knight has slowly worked his way back into the meta. You know what I mean?
It's weird. Like, what a weird time for that to happen, too. It was
Agreed.
like Abadongo right at the start, but people have slowly been kind of adjusting to what Meta Knight actually does in this game and finding a lot of value in certain matchups. We have Show coming back. He was actually kind of retired for a little while and just came back recently. But the other one is Moxie going back to Meta Knight.
Oh, really? I didn't know Moxie was doing that.
Yeah, Moxie going back to primarily Meta Knight, and now we have DeBuzz on stream.
That's my guy. I gave him the respect. I saw him sitting in the crowd. I said, DeBuzz, you're amazing to watch 2 weekends ago, right? Or last weekend, Kagaribi.
At Kagaribi, yeah.
Yeah, you were just incredible. So he's one of those players. I want to see him ride that momentum. You know, DeBuzz, his results have been lower than usual recently, aside from Kagaribi. I want to see Kagaribi DeBuzz. I want to see him do really, really well at this tournament. I said it before, I'll say it again. The world's a better place when DeBuzz does well at Smash.
Yeah, man, it's really interesting, too, because after that first couple tournaments in Kagaribi where his performances were not so good, he was actually feeling really down on himself, and he said, people are too familiar with my characters here, I'm never going to do well. And then at the biggest tournament, the moment where it mattered, DeBuzz steps up huge with that big 4th place at Kagaribi. On the other side of things, we have Shogi, who is a Vancouver player, Vancouver Island, I believe. He's been around for a long time, since the very, very beginning of Smash 4, plays Ike in this game. Not on the PR right now, I believe, but he has been in prior times. He actually might be on the lower end of it. That being said, very good player in his own right. And Ike Olimar is an interesting matchup. Olimar has kind of been known as the BC Slayer for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone in BC other than Ouch and Big D tends to lose to Olimar pretty much automatically. They don't actually have one to practice against, and so
that's tough.
It'll be interesting to see if Shogi's able to make something happen here. He doesn't look awful right now.
He's doing fine. He had the lead, too, for a little while there. Avoided, too. DeBuzz did, like, the desync on the platform with the blue Pikmin. Shout out Smyron. You know what I mean? You set it up on the top platform, you up smash, and they still do it. He did that setup. There you go, though. And
yes, sacrificing the purple Pikmin to get Ike while he's off stage, I mean, a worthy sacrifice from a noble Pikmin. And now with the stock advantage, we've seen it time and time again with the top players. Consistently able to take that first stock, and close games stop looking close. But actually fell out of the upbeat, too. That's just unlucky.
Super unfortunate right there. There we go. Shogi. How many times have we said we really willed this in? Is where it's like the first stock looks so good, looks so good, and then it's just top player diff. You know what I mean?
It's been the theme. It's been the theme of the weekend so far.
No.
I mean, that's a ton of damage for free. Almost 40%.
It's 10 on a tick, right? Basically. Oh, up smash. Bad hit, though. Again, these are just like bad bounces right here for Shogi. That's just unfortunate.
And he's taking so much damage from these Pikmin. It has actually only hit Shogi a couple of times this stock, but he's been so laser focused with this white Pikmin that Shogi's already at 90%. And DeBuzz is looking to clean this one up at a 3 stock.
He's shooting like Jimmy Butler right now. He has not missed. Yeah, we'll call that a 3 stock. We'll give it up.
2 stock.
Very nice. Very nice. DeBuzz playing clean. Buzzling like the man of the dreams, of course.
Dude,
I know what it is.
You said kind of clean, and I was like, does he do it?
Yeah, of course.
Does he do it? Does he do it?
You gotta give him the respect. You gotta give him the respect.
He earned that one.
That was clean.
That's crazy. I mean, looking really, really good on this side of things. And I think every player that we've seen come onto stream that we expect to do well has looked really, really good. Tweak now to Buzz. Both look like they are here to win, man.
That's right. And, going Bila too. Good idea here. I like Bila's recovery is so good. I think getting sniped off stage so many times, it's like you got to give it up somewhere. Some of the hits, too, just weren't connecting. Like, the up B was weird. Like, the up smash didn't connect well. I think switching the character here is a good idea. See how it works out there, though. Game 2, Town and City.
Yeah, Byleth also probably just like a more comfortable matchup than the Ike, especially in terms of getting rid of the white Pikmin while it's on you. So Shogi potentially going for that sort of angle as well, getting the up B into the back air, 65% now to Buzz at the ledge and fighting his way off with just the one Pikmin. And the pressure now from DeBuzz is mounting as Shogi reaches 100%.
Buzz. Couple reds and a purple. Trying to get rid of the reds, I believe. Pull out something a little more dangerous.
Oh my god,
having the
man.
one purple and being able to swing it over and over is really strong. Look at that. Good stuff from DeBuzz. Cleaning up the stocks.
Yeah, no combo for Shogi off the bounce, off the ground, and now trying to pressure DeBuzz off stage. Olimar able to go to the other side with the recovery, loses a red Pikmin along the way, but the purple still more than online, and 62%, 78,
The rare down tilt led to this 87%. That was
crazy.
Really, again, like character master for a reason, right? That was so good from DeBuzz. Like you said, if you don't know the Olimar matchup, it's going to be tough. If you don't know the Olimar matchup against DeBuzz, forget about it.
Yeah, man, it's hard. And Olimar, you know, is one of those characters that's very rare if you're not at the very top level, where you know, you have Shuton, DeBuzz, Myron, and they kind of get to play, I wouldn't say often, but semi-often, and have that kind of practice for each other. Everyone else doesn't have that, and so if the top players are having trouble, the mid-level players, they've never seen this before.
Even high-level players, right? Even top-level players have it sometimes. It's like, damn, it'd just be the DeBuzz factor, you know? Here we go. Shogi able to take a stock here.
Yeah,
still fighting through.
Bit of a better performance
clean
than last time. DeBuzz actually interrupting the tether there with the fair and calling out that roll with just the walk, looking comfortable on the ledge.
I love seeing him playing this confident, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Whenever someone sits there and walks back just to cover anything, you're like, man,
walking,
they just know.
Especially since dashing is so good in this game, walking is such a sign of confidence, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to see that for DeBuzz.
All right, now on the ledge, Shogi trying to make something big here happen. The neutral B, a bit of a weird option in that situation. DeBuzz getting back to the ledge, and the whistle allowing him to fight back in these situations.
Where's he going?
The Pikmin, though.
That's a fighter jet right there. He just flew right at him. What the hell, DeBuzz? The lingering hitbox of the yellow Pikmin. I love it. You got to use them all, man.
All right, the down smash coming through, but not successfully, and now on the ledge. Shogi gonna have to fight on the other side of the stage. DeBuzz using that recovery to great use underneath Town and City. The snipe almost coming out, and
super late on that air dodge too.
Still maintaining advantage until DeBuzz is able to swing out of the corner there.
Back throw, not enough. Man, Shogi is playing great right now. You gotta be careful though.
I respect the option though. You gotta let him know you're willing to go for it. The arrows
make a play, yeah.
Yeah, the arrows coming out now at 160%. We see DeBuzz cycling between these Pikmin. The blue Pikmin is going to do it at this percent, but Shogi fights back with the up tilt. And
yeah, I was going to say, wow, tosses it away to line up the purple on that side for the down smash. Good mix by DeBuzz. Good mix, as always.
It's the quick thinking, man. It really, really is the quick thinking. And it's stuff like that that you almost don't appreciate until it's called out.
Exactly. That's why we got to do our job, right? And that's the other thing is, like, throwing away the red and then forcing him, it's like, oh, I don't want it. Even though you're already at 160, it's like, I don't want to get latched onto me. Roll in or move in, and then the purple is right there for the down smash. So clean stuff there from DeBuzz. And the thing I always say about Olimar is, like, I understand that sometimes he's not the most fun to watch, but if you try to play him, like, just dedicate even just one day, it's like, damn, these players, like, they're really out here thinking. Like, there's a lot going on. And like you said, there's not even time to think to set that up. It's all muscle memory. Like, I need this purple down smash.
Yeah.
Throw this one out, cycle through, get the down smash. So good stuff.
And I think that it's a testament to how hard Olimar actually is in that you don't see this character at a high level. You see this character between people that love Pikmin and
DeBuzz
at the highest level of play between, you know, Myron, DeBuzz, and Shuton. And so it's a character that requires a lot to pilot in this game, especially at that top level. But honestly at any level, because we just don't see it that often, man.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and I think in general, like, the maintenance for Olimar is so high, and the payoff you get, like, he's good, but he's not like an exceptional character.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, put some work into another character, who knows how it'll work out. But it worked out for DeBuzz right there, 2-0. I got to say, that was a good attempt there by his opponent, bringing it a lot closer to their game, too. But we got the hits just keep on coming. Spargo is coming up to the stage right now.
Yeah, man.
Young Spargo.
I mean, this is a fun one, too. Spargo coming in, obviously, in contention for the best player in the world right now. Honestly, monumental losers run at Kagaribi a couple of weekends ago. Potentially one of the best that we have ever seen.
He was looking like the best player in the world that weekend, I'll tell you that much. Aside from that blip on the radar, we got 3-0'd by Samus, you know. That'll happen, I guess. That's Yara. That put Yara on the map more than anything.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yara, but Spargo,
I mean, he looked amazing.
A lot of people, Nurse, are going to take this tournament, Battle of BC, and use it as the benchmark for who's the best player.
Who's the best player?
If Leo wins, you know what the people are going to be saying. If Tweak wins, you know what the people are going to be saying. If Spargo wins, Akola, the list goes on, right? Light.
It's the top 4, man. And yeah, even Light and Mia are in that conversation as well.
Gluto's here. Like, it's just, there are no weak spots once you get to top 128, or even earlier, honestly.
Yeah, and like you said, people are using it for the benchmark of who is the best player right now, because there's 4, maybe 5 players in contention for that spot right now. And this result, this tournament where they are all in attendance, matters almost more than any tournament that has happened this year. For that #1 spot. And so I even interviewed Leo after his dub win the other day, Dubs win, and he said, I want to win this one.
I love it.
He said, I want to win this one,
when people start talking shit on the GOAT, he shows up, man. He really does.
Man.
Oh, yeah, Spargo's going to win.
You remember Ludwig's?
Exactly. It looked free. Which is insane, because that was the toughest tournament, one of the toughest tournaments of all time, I should say. Keep your quads open, by the way, because you got Tweak is on stream. I don't know who else is playing right now, but a lot of players are sitting down fresh, so good stuff. It looks like Sho and Ludo went game 3. Like, make sure you guys have the quad open.
Yo, and Sho came out on top of that. Good stuff for the Sho.
Yeah, because I mean, Ludo's a great player, so that one's gonna be a coin toss. They're both very strong. So either way, it's gonna be Spargo going up against Lunis,
I think.
Lunis, okay.
Yeah, a Fox out of Ontario. So
okay, there you go.
Other side of Canada. If people aren't familiar, I always feel the need to point this out. East Canada and West Canada are very far away.
I said it to Charles. Charles today. Like, you calling Canada one region is like, oh, Void is playing against Mars. It's a region USA is playing each other. It's like, well, yeah, but like no. You know, like yes, true, but also very false. You know, very different regions.
Yeah.
But.
So we are in West Canada right now, which means Lunis has played basically no West Canada players.
Yeah.
That being said, up against Spargo right now, Lunis does very well in region in Ontario. Definitely a Fox to look out for there, but this is Spargo we're talking about, and Fox is a matchup that we've seen him be comfortable in time and time again.
So many times. Him and Light have so many epic sets underneath their belts. Lunis is really going to have to bring something special to the table here. Side B, lining it up.
Jeez,
he did the math, and then he did, the calligraphy, you know what I'm saying?
He went to art school.
He took all the classes,
There's no doubt about that. That's an A+ coming out.
That's
coming out of art class, and now Lunis already on the back foot, trying to get something going in here. Looking like smash 4 up air, breaking the combo, and Spargo.
Spargo does that up air so well. Like, he mixes it in his repertoire of defensive moves incredibly well. He just weaves it in seamlessly. Around that spot dodge. Nice use of Limit Blade Beam. Good choice right there.
And that actually caught the jump, which means an opportunity. Spargo ready for the tech, just mistimed the back air, but the parry into just waiting, and Lunis comes out on top of that somehow.
Good stuff there. Lunis bringing this one right back. Looking for a Fox string. Try to tie it up.
All right, back at the ledge here. This is where Spargo is so strong, and the drop-off off the ledge means that there is no jump online for Lunis. Spargo should be able to close this one out, but a little miss on the down air timing, and now just the back air is coming out. The roll in, caught with the up tilt, and I mean, what do you do there, man? You roll or you jump, and depending on what Spargo picks, you're dying.
In Cloud's F tilt isn't talked about enough, especially the way Spargo uses at the ledge. It's a very strong. There you go again. Combo center into. I was gonna say into ending the game potentially, but missing a couple down airs. You know, Spargo playing kind of shaky right now. I got it. No, it's crazy that I think that just a little bit because of how consistent and good he is all the time. You know, he missed 2 down airs, washed. You know, terrible. You know,
he's having a tough day.
Bad.
I mean, Spargo's probably thinking about it too. He's like, this game could have been over like 3 times already.
I know, but and again, he has a good 2-stock advantage here against Lunas, who's a very good player. Like, he still is obviously, he's still Spargo at the end. Yeah, you're dead. Good attempt right there. Good attempt. I like it. Try to catch him jumping or moving towards him. Spargo just holding firm there.
He's so ready. He's so ready. I was actually talking to Gluto a little bit about this the other day because I've been housing with him this weekend. But one of the differences between top players and even just top players and mid-level players is top players are so good at recognizing what punish they have when. Right? There's a lot of times you'll see mid-level players or even high-level players, and even in some cases top-level players, where they have punish situations and they go for maybe a grab, or they weren't ready for that situation, so maybe they just roll away or reset neutral. Top players, every single time that optimal punish is coming out, you don't get away with stuff for free, and it just requires you to think so much more often because every time you mess up, it really matters. When I say really matters, man.
The punish game has been... It grows every day. You know what I mean? It's crazy how optimal, especially like you said, the top players are getting right now. Spargo pushing it to limits. Wow, that was great. He parried that? Okay. I mean, now that I think about it, obviously that makes perfect sense. He's going to go for the down air, able to recover. But there you go. Lunas going back to center stage. Actually able to go right around that situation. Well, the first stock. Now, it would have been nice if we got a platform tech chase there. Good opportunity for Fox to string together some up airs, right?
Yeah, a little bit of damage here and there on the side of Lunas, but that huge combo off the rip from Spargo made such a difference. The call out with the up air, very good. And Spargo, a little bit of trouble finding this kill, especially, you know, the back airs are coming out, but Lunas able to weave around them.
Ambitious up smash there. Lunas going to go high. Good, fading right towards the ledge. That was a sweet spot to land. You don't want to try to land on Spargo, but you also don't want to grab the ledge, right? So landing in that spot is really good.
First and the read on the tech away, Lunas.
First stock going to Lunas. Okay. Like we said, good player alert.
And this is the first time all day that we've seen, you know, one of the contenders against these top players actually take the first stock. And so it bodes well for Lunas to maybe keep themselves in this game, keep it competitive with Spargo, who honestly looked a little bit shaky on some of those kind of critical key punishes to take the stocks.
But I think for Spargo, it's like a bit of a mentality like relief, because it's like, oh yeah, but if I hit these down airs, this is a 2-stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
fair enough.
Like in a way, you can kind of weaponize that mentality. Like, oh, I'm missing things. Instead of kicking yourself for it, be like, just hit them. You know? And if I start hitting them, I win. That's great.
Just play better, 5-head.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, right? Sometimes it's like, well, it's too simple, right? It is and it isn't. But here we go. Luna's playing exceptionally right now.
Yeah, these grabs have been spot on after getting a couple of dash attacks mix-ups. Oh,
damn, you got to get him to... Yeah, Lunas did not like that either. You got to get him to burn the limit right there. You knew he was going to air dodge because he didn't want to burn... there's no reason not to air dodge there, because if they cover you, then you can still recover with limit climb hazard. But if they don't, then you get to recover with limit still. Spargo does so well.
And I mean, what a mix-up coming out of Spargo to actually just jump off the ledge and let the limit up B just rip. Catching Lunas, not quite able to DI, but the up smash comes through, and Lunas is looking very good in this game too. The adaptation kind of coming through, and Spargo, a little bit of sweat on his brow right now as Lunas looking for these conversions.
You can see it in his face. He wanted a short hop up air for sure. You're dead.
Oh
and that's
my God.
Like we said, the punish game, it's going to come through. Missing that one miss input, Nurse, I got to say, was huge. Oh, all right, see ya instantly.
Holy.
All right, let's let up some Celeste or something. Come on.
That's great.
Games. Let's go. Let's go, chat.
So fast.
That was turbo fast.
Holy.
Good game,
he said, get me off the stage.
That was a good game, though. I have to say, that was a really good adjustment from Lunas. So, unfortunate on that. Hitting that up air, it'd be like 40 or 30% at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Forcing Spargo off stage. There were just a couple miscues there that could have truly been a game W against Spargo. But that's the problem when you play against these top players, Nurse. We talked about it. Their punish game, the precision is just so strong.
Yeah, it's very good, and Spargo looking strong at the end of that game.
Uh-huh.
All right, and so we are coming in. A couple of people that we have to shout out that made this event possible. We have to give a big shout out to Atlas.
Okay.
for making the event possible, man. Atlas Driving School, whether you're a new driver or just looking to brush up on your skills, Atlas Driving School is here to help. Their personalized lessons are tailored to your unique needs and experience level, ensuring that you get the most out of your driving instruction. If you are in the lower mainland of British Columbia, definitely check them out. And honestly, there's nothing more synonymous than Smashers and not
needing
driving.
to learn how to
and
drive.
Not driving.
Excellent targeted advertising. I love that. I don't think we've ever had an ad quite like that, but also so appropriate. Get your licenses, all right? Come on, chat. It's very liberating. It's nice just to go for a drive and listen to some nice music. Make sure you're driving safely, though. Check it out. Take some courses, all that stuff.
Get to events, man. You load up the van. Go on a road trip with the homies. It doesn't get better. That is peak Smash.
Instead of being in the carpool, you could be the one driving it.
You could be good. Could be the one driving it.
Driver always controls the music, so that's very important, I would say.
All right, moving right along. We're moving on to Gallant Gaming. I mean, man.
Yeah.
There's not enough to say about Gallant Gaming. The absolute goats. The organizers of Battle of BC 5, they're the esports company based in Vancouver, Canada, specializing in events, technology, and community. They host tournaments around the world and online and offer their event organization for hire. You can give them a follow on Twitter to keep up with their events or check them out on YouTube for all the VODs. And these guys are the GOATs!
Chat is saying spoilers right now, by the way. That's hilarious. Spoilers. Make sure you subscribe to them, too. Check them out. Support them as much as you can. Go organization. I've had a great time working with them on every single one of their events.
And the merch is so nice. And speaking of the merch, man,
yep.
If you've been checking out the merch, if you've been following the shoot, you might have seen little old me. You might have seen Ryuo rocking this merch in the photo shoot. If you haven't, check it out, guys, because this merch is
really good.
So nice. And then, you know, a lot of merch we see the classic, the red tee, or the red tee, the white tee, the black tee. We got the baby blue. We got the Arizona iced tea green. It's just nice clothes, man. It's nice.
I've seen them all around the venue. They're all super slick. Make sure you check that out right there. Start.gg/BoBC. Of course, get a poster, man. I mean, hopefully that matchup in the top right happens. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys get a poster. This is an amazing tournament. If you're not here, get your passport. Make sure you can come next year. Or if you're local, make sure you show up too.
Absolutely, and the merch is available online right now until, I believe, a couple days after the tournament, or maybe, just a couple days after the tournament, so definitely check that out while it is available. And finally, man, Rushdown Revolt is the hot new platform fighter coming out May 26th. They're trying something new with a free-to-play offline account hosting, which lets you bring your friends into online lobbies for free. And, man, this game, low-key, man. Kinda slaps. Coming out May 26th.
Oh, that's soon. What the heck?
Yeah, that's very, very soon.
Dang.
If you haven't played the beta, definitely check it out because it is free. It does have rollback netcode. It's so good online.
Nice.
And, you know, just imagine Guilty Gear, Roman canceling meets Smash Brothers.
I like the art, too. It looks cool.
There's not much more you could ask for. It's definitely fun-pilled.
I like that. That's great. That is great. We're going to cut to a quick video chat. We'll be right back. Enjoy!